Welcome to the summer edition of Vacation Buddy. Today we explore some of the top musicals of the 2017 Broadway season. First up is Waitress. Based on the 2007 motion picture, Waitress features a new score by Sarah Bareilles. The story is about Jenna, a waitress and expert pie maker stuck in a loveless marriage. Things get complicated when Jenna discovers she is pregnant and slowly falls for her doctor. Anastasia is a new musical based off of the classic Russian tale. It features a score by the same composing team of the movie, this Buck's 20th Century movie. I've heard really great things about it, haven't had a chance to explore it, but it's a really great family-friendly musical. Miss Saigon is set in 1975 during the final days of the Vietnam War. Miss Saigon is an epic love story about the relationship between an American GI and a young Vietnamese woman. They are separated when the country falls until she returns to his life years later. Wicked is an epic musical that takes place in the land of Oz before Dorothy dropped in. This spectacle has smashed box offices, and as it tells the unlikely friendship of Glinda, the Good Witch, and Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West. Sunset Boulevard returns to Broadway, starring Glenn Close as Norma Desmond, a famous silent film star determined to make a comeback. Desmond pens a screenplay, while she seduces an impoverished screenwriter to work on her masterpiece. Disney's The Lion King is a colossal hit and one of Disney Theatrical's crown jewels. This musical is groundbreaking. As you probably already know, it's about to hit 20 years on Broadway this November. This show is directed by legendary director Julie Taymor, and my favorite fact is she is the first woman to ever win the Tony Award for Best Direction of a Musical. Broadway Chicago is self-proclaimed Broadway's sure thing. It's been running for over 20 years here on Broadway, and it's a classic that you can't beat. Bob Fosse choreography, minimalist production, but really great Cantor and Ebb classic music, and a fantastic story to boot. School of Rock is a brand new Andrew Lloyd Webber musical based off of the film of the same name. Dewey Finn has failed as a wannabe rock star and decides to earn a little money posing as a substitute teacher. From the creators of South Park, The Book of Mormon features a show based off of a pair of mismatched Mormon missionaries, one serious and dedicated and the other socially awkward, yet well-meaning, are sent to Uganda to convert citizens to the Mormon religion. When they arrive in Africa, the missionaries find a community grappling with poverty, AIDS, and violence. War Paint, starring Patti LuPone and Christine Ebersole, tells the story of Helena Rubinstein and Elizabeth Arden, who defined beauty standards for the first half of the 20th century. Brilliant innovators with humble roots, both were masters of self-invention who sacrificed everything to become the country's first major female entrepreneurs. Beautiful is a jukebox musical which tells the story of the legendary artist Carole King. It tells about her life and specifically her career in the music industry. It's been running for several years on Broadway. If you like Carole King, you're going to love this production. Come From Away is a brand new musical that centers around the events of 9/11. This musical features a cast of actors who are 40 and up, which is a very refreshing feel for a Broadway show. It features an Irish-sounding score, surprisingly a very uplifting story. Of course, our theater tour couldn't be complete without a visit to the most famous of all musicals, Phantom of the Opera, which has been running for an astounding 29 years on Broadway. This is the oldest running Broadway show in history. If you're looking for a sure thing, if you're looking for something that really gives you that feeling of a musical theater and that history of musical theater, you want to come check out this Andrew Lloyd Webber classic. Now, if you're looking for an old-fashioned musical, you want to come out and check out Hello, Dolly. Currently starring Bette Midler, but pretty soon it's going to be starring Donna Murphy. This show is by Jerry Herman. It's a classic musical theater tale. It's one perfect for the entire family. I highly recommend this show if you can get tickets. Dear Evan Hansen is a brand new musical from the lyricist of La La Land, It's currently playing to rave reviews. It's starring Ben Platt of Pitch Perfect fame. The story centers around a teen suicide where the community has to come together. This musical phenomenon needs no explanation. Hamilton the musical is still selling out to audiences today, telling the epic story of founding father Alexander Hamilton very intimately about his private life and political life. This show is a rap hip-hop sensation that is still wowing audiences and harder to find than a golden ticket. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is currently playing at the L'Enfantin Theater, based off of the classic Roald Dahl tale. Now, in this show you'll expect to see songs that you already know, such as I've Got a Golden Ticket, Pure Imagination, and Candyman. But you can also expect new songs from the composing team of Hairspray the Musical. When coming to this show, expect to see a pared-down version of the Chocolate Factory, where they ask audiences to use their imagination in terms of scenic design and special effects. Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812 is making huge waves here in the theater community. It is one of the very first ever immersive theaters in a Broadway show. Now, this show is based off of a Russian novel of the same name. A Bronx Tale, a play turned film and now musical, tells the unlikely story between a friendship between a boy and an Italian gangster, who he teaches him the tricks of the trade and the rules of love. It is directed by Jerry Zaks and Robert De Niro and features a score by Ellen Menken and Glenn Slater. On Your Feet is still wowing audiences, even today. It's the story of Emilio and Gloria Estefan, and this upbeat musical is a safe bet for anybody. Coming soon to Broadway is the return of Once on This Island, a musical written by Lynn Ahrens and Stephen Flaherty. The St. James Theater gets ready for the lavish production of Disney's Frozen on Broadway. They've already begun construction on the theater itself to make way for this massive set. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram @VacationBuddy.